All right, hear me out. Today is Tuesday, December the 2nd, 2025. This is So Says Mr. Thunder. I'm Mr. Thunder. And this is the podcast. If this your first time coming, I sure do appreciate you for coming. If you've been rocking with me since the beginning, you already know I appreciate it. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I recorded. It's been a lot going on in life. A lot of changes, a lot of firsts. And you know, what's been on my mind and my spirit for the longest, this message has been haunting me and actually put me in like uh, a weird space where I just couldn't put it together. I couldn't speak on it. But things started happening and I realized what I had been stuck on was this phrase, after further review. What I mean by that? Um, well, I'm a big sports person and sports is always evolving, things are changing, and you know, it's, it's growing. Things, rules are changing. The game itself is changing. Specifically for me, football, basketball. Um, and a lot of things have been changing so much that they have to review a lot more of what's going on in the game, right? And after they review it, they make this comment or they make this statement before they tell you what's gonna happen or they confirm what has happened. They say, after further review. Now, when I first heard that, I'm like, man, they got to say this every time. But what do they mean? And why does it bother me? So let me just dive into my understanding of it as I've come to know why this has haunted me in, in my absence. Let me put it that way. Um, After further review basically means a decision or a next step is on hold while the item is being more closely examined. Again, after further review means a decision or next step is on hold while the item is being more closely examined. So that got me to thinking, why does that bother me so much? And why does it make me itch? Why does it make me take pause? Well, I had to go through it first, right? One example for me is being a parent. My whole adult life, I've been a parent. Now my kids are grown. I don't have to parent anymore. I'm just a dad. I'm an advisor, a consultant now, a cheerleader, on top of being a grandparent. All beautiful things, but all new things. Um, and I enjoy them. They have taken up my time and they have taken up my mind and my space, mental space. But I had to get back to my own principles of decision making. And it falls in line with clarity, reflection, decision, live with it, and then repeat. So as this phrase, after further review, continue to bother me, continue to make me itch, I took counsel with some people, most recently today. And where does it fall in the Bible? What are the biblical principles behind that? Well, the way I understand it is the first thing you do is you have self-examination. Then you rightly divide the word, you ponder and reflect, and then you grow in grace and knowledge. What do I mean by that? First one, self-examination. Basically, examine yourself. Are you in faith? What do they say in the Bible? Faith without works is dead. Have you examined that? Two, uh, rightly dividing the word. That means you need to take careful consideration when you're interpreting the word, when you're looking for answers. A lot of people, you know, turn to the Bible. Now, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I understand that the word needs to be interpreted a certain way. All right. 3, pondering and reflecting is deep, ongoing reflection of God's work and His word. Deep pondering, ongoing reflection, continuously looking at what's happening, what He's done for you, and what He's saying to you. And then 4, growing in grace and knowledge, growing in your own interpretation in God by continuing to study and reflect. So, how does that tie into decisions? Well, clarity is the same as self examination, reflection is the same as uh, basically seeing what you see when you're doing a self reflection. Then you have righteously dividing the word is making a decision. It's the same as a decision. You have now decided, after examination and clarity and reflection, to make a decision. So you have to righteously divide the word, meaning you have to put it all together, make sure you understand it, make sure you're careful with it, and then living in it. That is pondering and reflection. A decision has been made, a decision is going to be made. It's deep, ongoing reflection of God's work. Has God done something for you? Has He taken you from one place to another? Has He moved a mountain for you? Has the faith in your clarity and reflection created works? And in that, have you received the word? And then finally, growing in grace and knowledge is the same as you repeat it. You've learned something. You give yourself grace on previous decisions that you've made, life lessons that you've learned. It allows you to grow. Same as any educational tool. Once you learn something, you're supposed to add to it and continue to grow. So, I say that to say, sometimes in life, the game needs to stop for a moment. Sometimes life is going to stop for a moment, for a period of time that others may seem to feel is too long. It's taking too much time to make the call. It's taking too much time to make a decision. It's taking too much time to determine whether it was good or whether it was bad. But the rules have changed, and it's forcing you to go back to the book. Now, whatever book you choose to read that has the rules and the interpretation of those rules, that's totally up to you. That's a book that's written for you and your interpretation of it only. So please understand that sometimes when the game is when the game is going so good, you up, that whistle gonna blow at some point. The game gonna stop. There's gonna be a review period and a decision or next step is gonna be on hold while that item is being more closely examined. And in that examination, you should be doing self-examination. You should be righteously dividing the word. You should be pondering and reflecting. And lastly, you should be growing in grace and knowledge. Because these are all the things that are required to make a decision. Are you at a point in your life where you need to make a decision? Has the game been good to you? Has life been moving? But all of a sudden the whistle blows. Now the game is on hold. That one thing that could have took you to the next level, or you feel like it may be what's taking you to the next level, is being more closely examined. It's being reviewed. And then when that light comes back on and the clock starts ticking again, are you tight enough in your faith to make the decision that I'm going to accept that after further review, the play stands, the pass was incomplete, the job wasn't for you, that partner ain't it, they fouled out the game, they been ejected, you caught a fine for a personal foul, you stepped on the line on the 3-point to win the game, you didn't catch the pass, although on film, it may say you do. Are you willing to live with those decisions after further review and repeat the process of making a decision? Because guess what? The game don't stop. It just keeps changing. And with change, rules change. What may have been a foul years ago may not be a foul today. What may have been a violation yesterday might not be a violation today. What may be perceived as a blessing today might just not be a blessing tomorrow. So make sure you take the time to review by self-examination, righteously dividing the word that you seek, pondering and reflecting on those words or that counsel, and then growing in the knowledge that you've received by giving yourself grace by saying, it's okay. I fucked up. That's all right. Just got to do better next time. This has been So Says Mr. Thunder. I'm Mr. Thunder, and I sure do appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me. Hopefully this helped you in some kind of way. Like I said, it's been bothering me for the last couple months in my absence, and I appreciate you for sticking around. So, until next time, if you want to be part of this podcast, you got something to say, you want to respond to something, or God has put something on your heart that you may want to share. If after further review you have decided that the call stands, holla at your boy. If you had decided that's not the direction you want to go to, and you just want to follow, go ahead and follow the Instagram page and the YouTube channel. So says Mr. Thunder. Until next time, I'm a Native American of this country, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. I holla.